Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be building a list for Legion using double snow speeders because there's been a drastic points reduction, and I just figured, let's revisit that and see, how viable we can make something like that. And I figured we'll have a little fun with it too. And I'm going to be using Tabletop Admiral. I haven't done a list build with Tabletop Admiral for a while, and they really upgraded this site. Like, I just want to give a big shout out to Tabletop Admiral. They're constantly increasing and updating, and they got the points into it right away. So that's awesome. So yeah, very, very pleased with that. Also, I'm going to announce the new giveaway at the end of this video too, so that's pretty cool as well. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So yes, this is the new build now, and one of the things you can do is you have the option here to say use original printed point values or use but by default it'll default to the updated stuff. So I'm going to start off with our T-47s right away. So we've got a T-47 here. One thing I really love that they have done is if I add extra ones, it's not going to have a separate one all the way down, so you don't end up with pages and pages of all your units. So I'm definitely going to want the ground buzzer. The power harpoon also got a pretty significant reduction, but I still can't even consider using just a single die attack for this thing, just because it's, it's just not viable. If it was 2 dice, then I could see it being viable, but I'm just not ready to really commit to making my rear attack only 1 die. When for only 10 points I get the ground buzzer, and it's much better. So we're definitely going to go with the ground buzzer, and there we are. So there's our ground buzzer. Ground buzzer's beautiful. Very happy to have the ground buzzer. So we could add a pilot here, and I really wish we had the Imperial hammers, but we don't. And I kind of like the outer rim speed jockey to give you an extra, maybe cover 2, but I don't think we're really going to need that. I just don't think so. Rider Azadi is an option, and Wedge is a fun option, but we're going to try and go a little bit on the cheaper side here because we want to run 2 of these things. So see, now instead of adding a whole separate block, it has us with 2 T-47 airspeeders right there. And that brings us to exactly 300 points, which means we've got 500 points left over for the rest of our list. Now, because I have a lot of points in the T-47, I'm not going to go with a really expensive commander. So as much as I want to run Luke with the cheaper force upgrades, I think I'm going to just go with Leia right now. And since the T-47s may be a little far out of her range, I'm going to put Commanding Presence on her to give her a little bit of extra range. Hopefully she can find herself in safety, as a possible bounty worries I have to worry about there. So let's keep her in relative safety, and also she kind of acts as some good counter play to snipers, especially with the reduction in snipers. I feel like maybe I don't have to run snipers in a build like this, so now I can run just Leia and keep her out of range of all of them, and also go ahead and support my folks with Commanding Presence. So then I do want to add a unit of Rebel veterans. They're a little more expensive for a core unit, but that also gives me the ability to add the Mark II medium blaster, a trooper, and I'm thinking fire support could be really fun here, potentially even with my snow speeder, because now I'll get critical 2 added if I can manage it, if I can line up a shot, and especially for maybe the rear shot, or even in some cases the front shot. But if you can line up that front shot now, critical 2 added to your snow speeder will be really fun. So we're going to put him in there. Our Rebel veterans will also be in there, and we'll just go with the CM093, which also got that reduction, which is going to give them critical 2 as well. And so we're going to have a nice little core trooper, a nice little duo right there. We're going to add a couple more rebels. Let's go ahead and add regular rebel troopers. We'll keep it a little on the cheaper side. I do want these next rebel troopers to have Z6. I think that's one great way to make a rebel trooper list viable, down to only 2 people left. And for activation's sake, we'll add 1 more rebel troopers without any upgrades. Now, that one will be just for activations and for going after objectives. And if you want to tweak points a little bit, you can add maybe a medic or something like that on to those rebels. Now, I'm going to add some special forces. Since our Pathfinders also got upgraded, I'm going to put a unit of Pathfinders. They're going to get their free long-range config, or I'm going to start them in long range, but you depend on the unit. And they're also going to have Bistan, and we're going to add another Pathfinder unit. And then we're going to go down here, and they're going to have POW. So we have the leaders for both of these, and both in the long-range config. Now this gives us 2 airspeeders, 2 Pathfinders, and 4 core with Leia as commander. That gives us 9 activations, which isn't half bad, considering we've got 2 heavies in our build. I think this is actually really cool. There are potential ways to get even more, but I think this is awesome. I'm a big fan of this. So we're going to go ahead and lock this build in right here. And I think Leia's commands will be amazing for this particular build. I think this will be a super fun build and a great way to kind of reassess the airspeeder. Some things that could be done differently. We could potentially skimp a little more on special forces. But I think, since we're likely to see a little bit more on the vehicle side, I really do like having Bistan in there, and alternatively, POW is just great to have all around. But between POW's Inspire and Leia's Inspire 2, we're actually going to have a lot of suppression removal, which is very cool. And then also with our 2 snowspeeders not being able to get suppression at all, I think this is a really, really fun build. So totally digging it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. So let me know in the description below what you guys think of the build. Maybe some things that you might want to try differently. Again, this is just a fun way to try out some of the new point reductions and see, what new possible combinations we can make work. But also check out Tabletop Admiral. I will put a link down in the description below. Now, we also have to talk about the latest giveaway. So the last giveaway ended yesterday. If you hadn't already seen that, check that one out. But we are starting a new giveaway right now, and you guys have kind of helped me figure out what I wanted to do next. So I'm giving away some promos, and I'm actually doing probably the biggest giveaway I've ever done as far as how many winners. We're going to have lots of different winners. So here we go. This is what I'm giving away. I'm giving away 4 different giveaways to you guys, plus an extra set of all of this over on Patreon. So patrons will have extra chances to win as well. But the first giveaway is for the Wedge Antilles X-Wing promo card. That is from, I believe, Star Wars Celebration. And then we're going to have also 3 more winners, each for a pair of Armada promo cards for an MC-80 Assault Cruiser promo and a Leading Shots promo. So there will be 4 winners. So you have your best chance ever of winning one of these. Down in, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. And if you, if you're down for that, if you get selected, this is going to run for a little over 2 weeks. So you have plenty of time to enter to win. And if you want more chances to win, patrons will be able to have a shot at those as well. I'll be picking 2 patrons, one for X-Wing and one for the Armada set. So yeah, I had been doing a lot of Legion promos lately, and so there will be more Legion giveaways after this one, but I am, spicing things up a little bit and just coming at you guys with a super huge new giveaway. And that is just about it, folks. So that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I say it all the time, but big thanks to my patrons. You guys definitely help make this all possible. So huge thanks. You guys are amazing, and I thank you guys so much. And always, as always, have a great day.